Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you've read the title right. 6.6 million jobless claims now. They were expecting 3.5 million. We're at 6.6 million. Not looking good. I guess I'm not so crazy for posting a video 2 or 3 weeks ago now about the jobless claims being far worse than the 2008 financial crisis. I guess I'm no longer an idiot. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, that's not good. So I think you're now starting to see the S&P 500 rolling over a little bit and kind of steeping down. So that's not good. So again, but we all know why it's so high. So it's no surprise that it's high by any means. It's really not a surprise. But regardless, that's not good. 6.6 million people now not working. Not good. That's 6.6 million people that might potentially cancel Netflix now. Not good. Okay? Good morning. Good morning. Never satisfied. AMD for a bounce. I actually had AMD for a sell this morning for a short. Especially with the markets going down. Pretty much we were short bias on all stocks going into the open for today. Especially after the jobs numbers come out. Yeah. Oh, Brian, I thank you, buddy. I wish you were warm. I like it when you're warm and fuzzy. I like making other men warm and fuzzy. All right. Settle down. Everyone just settle down. It's not that kind of stream. You got it? Not that kind of stream. Even though you want it to be. It's a stock stream. Okay? All right. So let's touch on IO. IO. This is probably the one penny stock that everyone is going to be following today. I'll be following it. I do think this might get overcrowded. What I mean by that is it's like the only penny stock that is gapped up today that has held a formation that looks good or recognizable. So I think it's going to attract a lot of traders and or investors today. So that can also mean that it's not going to have a good day. When you have too many people trading or watching the same stock, it's just like too much volume and it can end up having kind of a shitty trading day. This is the best looking stock so far this morning. Right now it's in the buy zone, so we will be watching to see if it picks up, see if it turns into anything good. But right now, IO is probably the number one penny stock candidate for pretty much the entire market today. Hunkering down, what it does to someone's mind. It gets a little crazy. So you're starting. So here's this. Fitch says there is a deep global recession in 2020 is now the baseline. You hear that? That basically minimum, what's now becoming the norm in expectations or fundamental and technical analysis on the stock market, what is becoming the norm or the fundamental baseline starting point of all analysis should be a 2020 global recession now. Not good. But expected. Very expected. This was expected. We were doing classes on this like 5 weeks ago, saying quarter one will be bad, quarter two will guaranteed be bad. We should expect a recession in 2020. The question is whether or not quarter three and quarter four are bad. If quarter three, if the virus continues to extend at the pace it's going, we should then expect a bad quarter three and quarter four. So pretty much 2020 should be a complete year of reckoning in the financial world. It already has been. So this is expected. Okay. So going forward, the market, let me show you. Now here's to give you guys a trading idea for today. Let me go to the S&P 500. So if you look at the SPY, it's kind of just rolling down for now. We had more of a bearish outlook going into the open. The unemployment numbers really just solidified the trade for us. Now it's kind of gone and passed. If the markets continue with this sort of steam to the downside today, if they do end up kind of rolling and then end up with a bearish day, you could focus on things like UVXY. Here's UVXY or TVIX. They're priced at about $60 to $350. If you can afford it, if you can't afford it, whatever, is what it is. But generally, if the markets have a really bearish day and they're moving down really, really fast, this thing is going to pop today. All right, so this is our 100% guaranteed winning long play today if the market gets completely smoked on the unemployment numbers. If that happens, TVIX or UVXY will be a guaranteed win for you, okay? Well, guaranteed to go up. Whether or not you win really comes down to you timing the entry correct. But yes, UVXY and TVIX will be winning ETF stock picks today if the market crashes really hard or just drops significantly on the unemployment numbers or continues to do what it's doing, okay? Daily Swinger, yeah. I mean, it's a computerized bot that I do have to change. Don't get angered too much at the bot. Again, it's a computer. It just automatically censors things. Don't take it to heart. All right. What are my thoughts on Boeing short? So again, guys, pretty much my outlook for the market has been the same for a couple weeks. It's so like Boeing. Should you short Boeing? Well, maybe Boeing's not the best example, but pretty much any stock you follow is going to follow the S&P 500. If the markets go up, your stock will go up. If the markets go down, your stock will go down. So if you want to short something, justify that the markets are going to have a bearish day and you'll probably win on your short. If you want to short something, don't short it on the day where the market's jumping 5-6% to the bull side. You're probably going to lose. So again, be comfortable with watching the market indexes because that's pretty much going to help you determine the direction of your stock for the day. So should you short Boeing? As of right now, probably not. Boeing's probably going to be more of a buy because the market's tanking. So what I'm saying is by the time market opens, the SPY, and again, I don't know for sure, but by the time the market opens, the SPY will have already sold off way, way low. So you're probably going to be looking at more of a bounce. So we might start the day now actually kind of with stocks bouncing. So I'm going to actually now have to be more on the long side of stocks the further the market keeps coming down pre-market. The further it goes down pre-market, the more long bias I'll have to be on stocks going into the open. For now. So Boeing was a short this morning up in the 135 level, and now it's just a neutral play that you kind of sit and watch now that it's down at 130. Okay. Hold on. I said LK is getting whoa. Huh. I've never seen that. I didn't. So Brian, I can see why you told me to take a look at LK. So there's got to be something. If this is happening, then there's going to be either a fraud, there's going to be accounting, something bad's going to be happening. I feel really, really bad for the person on 319 that bought $32 call sweeps. They bought 1,150 call sweeps. They got fucked. Unless it was like, yeah, I mean, maybe not, but. Yeah, okay. So this is the same news that we heard of about 2 months back, I want to say. We heard of some type of accounting fraud, something. Oh yeah, we heard that they were misrepresenting their numbers to make it look like they were growing faster than they were, and now that might be coming back to the surface. So yeah, LK is getting smoked. Stock is not shortable. You can only trade options. So really, unless you have an advanced broker with a hard to borrows list, you're not going to be able to short this. So at this point, if you're on Thinkorswim, you can only really watch it long bias, or you can look to short it with options. So for at this point, there's really nothing we can do with LK other than watch it. Something of this nature, the fact that it's crashed so hard, it's way outside of its trading channels. At this point, you're basically just trading on feel, candlestick rhythm, level 2, time and sales, candlestick formation, because it's so far outside of the norm that it's not trading based on normal regularity. So if you want to follow it, but there's probably going to be some type of fraud, misconduct with accounting or misrepresentation of their financial reporting, probably something along those lines. Okay. Syed, if you're just starting trading, never traded before, really just starting, the best thing that you can probably do if you're going to work with us and our team is you're going to want to take the course. Just take the day trading course. It's on sale right now. It's $60. You can't beat it. Everything that's taught in warrior trading, Tim Sykes, any other trading course, it's all in that for like $1,000 cheaper than everybody else. Why? Because it's on the internet. There's no overhead. The upkeep on it's very cheap. You can have pricing like that. There's no products that we have to store in a warehouse. So when someone's charging you $5,000 online for a video course, just know they don't own a warehouse. They don't have to stock anything. They have very minimal employees. So they're really, really reaming you over on that price, just an FYI. But anyways, so if you're going to work with us, take the day trading course. That's going to get you up to speed on trading, what you need to know about trading, so that if you want to or you choose to join into a trading chat room, you know what we're talking about when we're doing it in real time, because we won't have the time to explain every single thing that we're doing because it's live and we're trying to trade and actually make money. So to take a course, get caught up to speed on what's going on in the market, it makes following along and joining into chat rooms and services a little bit easier. Okay. So LK, yeah, that's pretty crazy. So today, maybe you don't trade it today. Maybe this becomes something we trade in a couple days. But do note, when you get a stock to drop from $27 to $5, that's a big move, right? That's like a really big rubber band getting pulled. And when it's done getting pulled and it snaps, there can be some good bounces and good moves. So just because it's going down and it may not look that great right now doesn't mean in 5 days time it won't look better or have a good move. Just, you're not, sometimes you look at something and go, oh, I wish I could trade it. Just know that sometimes somebody else has control of the market and it's not quite your market to be participating in. That's another quick tip for you. Have you ever bought a stock and it's going well and then all of a sudden it gets to a price and then it like reverses and it takes away your entire gain, and then you might sell and then 2 days later it goes back up and then you would have been at a bigger win? That's probably happened to you, right? Okay, the best way I can explain to people is that, stocks go up and down. So they're constantly fluctuating up and down, maybe up more than down, whatever. What you have to understand is the market is made up of trillions and trillions of dollars. More money than you will ever see in your entire lifetime. More money than you can even count. More money than you can probably even know how to pronounce. Okay, so a lot of fucking money, right? You're not the only person involved in the game. There's a lot of other people. I'm involved. There's 276 people watching this stream right now. It should be more, but I don't, who knows? Maybe I'm just not that good looking, but it should be more. So you have 279 people, 281 people. My wish is coming true. So there's 281 traders watching this video that all have a different plan, a different game. They all have different amounts of money. And then you got JP Morgan, and then you got Chase Bank, and then you got Citibank, and then you got, you got all these people, and then you got Ray Dalio, and then you got Bill Ackman, and then you got Donald Trump, and then you have all those corrupt ass fucking senators and Congress people that sold out all their fucking shares before the coronavirus pandemic. So you got a lot of shady fucks running around in this world. You got a lot of people with a lot of money that play in this market of trillions of dollars. So when things go up and then they go down and then they do things that you don't quite understand all the time, it's okay, because that's the stock market, made up of tons of money. So the best advice I can give to you is that just because you get in a trade and it starts to work really well and it's going great, and then all of a sudden it's not working well and it's not going great, don't be down on yourself, but expect that. Because no matter what you're doing, there is always going to be somebody else with more money than you and more control in the market. So you have to know that eventually you are going to run into somebody else's market. The stock LK, the stock Apple, Facebook, doesn't matter. Facebook is a market. The stock market's a market. The S&P 500 is a market comprised of 500 different stocks, right? The Russell 2000 is a market comprised of 2,000, or the small cap stocks, Dow Jones is a market comprised of 30 different companies. Facebook's stock is a market in itself. Facebook's 1 minute time frame charting is a different market than the 5 minute time frame chart. So each stock has multiple markets just based on time frame. The stock market has hundreds and maybe if not thousands of different markets within a market, right? You can go to the grocery store. The grocery store is a market, but then you have the food you have the meat market, then you have vegetables in there, then you have the wine aisle. The wine is a market. So you have markets within markets. And everybody trades those markets a little bit differently. So you might have $100,000 trading a bull flag, but right after that bull flag, you're going to run into a resistance point where you have another market coming in where someone's going to be shorting $10 million. That's why it's so hard in the stock market, because you're trading against so many other people in so many different markets that you have to be willing to understand that you're going to run into somebody else's market that has far more control over the current market you're trading, which will then reverse the stock. That's why day trading seems to be very hard for people, because sometimes they'll buy a stock and then they'll keep holding it, and then it goes red and they wonder why. And it's because you held it so long that the market you were in was no longer a market and you entered a new market, and that market was meant to go down. So whatever that spiel, hopefully that helps you. I mean, I can see it in my mind. I just hope the way that I explain it makes the light bulbs click on your mind. Okay. Holy shit. Down to 374 on LK. Not looking good. We have the first. So yeah, if you joined, guys, if you guys picked any of the links, you've been to our website, if you guys have joined the course we have, it's all older content. And so now it's going to be updated with a new camera, a new microphone. So audio will be better. Video will be better. I've gotten 1,000 bajillion times better at teaching since we first implemented that course. So the teaching will be better. The materials will be better. There will be new things in there. We plan on doing quizzes. So the course that you have will stay the same, but with newer, better, improved material content and additional stuff. So if you have the course already and you haven't finished it, you're still got to finish some things, it's okay. Nothing will be lost, only gained in what we're changing around. So yeah, okay, yeah. So hold on, give me a second here, cause I have to. You guys are So there's a special link that I'll have to give you if you want to get. Excuse me, our discount that we're running right now. You can't. The website will not show it. You got to use a special link. to get the discount. Give me a second. I'm going to post it in chat for you guys. Okay, I just posted the link right there in the chat, and I'll post it another couple times so you really just can't miss it. There you go. So it'll be the last message. Just post it there. Follow that link specifically because that will get you the discount, okay? So the course isn't updated. We're going to be updating it pretty much. We're updating it this week, next week, so it's going to be an ongoing progression of updates. And then so maybe give it like a couple months, and then everything that was in there will be gone, updated with new and different materials. Okay, so I will say this. There's another thing. The expectations in a $60 course are the same expectations you can expect from a $2,000 course. So literally, everything that you would expect to get from someone charging $2,000, you can expect to get in that course. I know it's crazy. How is it possible? It's because you have minimal employees, you work from home, your internet costs very little. It doesn't cost too much to maintain a website, so you don't have any actual physical products. You have no overhead. You don't have to pay for storage. You don't have to pay for tons of employees. So again, the typical business functions for a brick and mortar store don't exist for that of an online store, so you really can actually charge far lower prices. But so now you just know that whenever you see someone charging $2,000, their ROI or their gross margin profit on their product is fucking astronomical. It's disgustingly high. So seriously, like if you guys want to know, like the margin, profit margin on something like a course online, an online product, it's almost like 100%, right? So if I charged you $10,000 for a course, I might be able to keep like $9,989 of it. Unheard of. Profit margins on anything online built are crazy because I don't have to buy a bottle, then pay for someone to put shit in the bottle, then get a cap, then label it, and then ship. All that process of expenses on the business side is dramatically reduced when you have something that's online, okay? So yes, I basically just told you majority of the stock market world is raping you guys over on course products. And they're getting a shit ton of money. I know, I did it. I'm not supposed to do it, but I did it, okay? So there you go. Okay, can you put a link in the comments? Yeah, let me do that right now. Let me post it there. I just put it. Maybe I'll actually put a title on that comment before everyone's like, what is that? All right, so market kind of bounced a little bit here. Oh, by the way, next week, Thursday, we're going to try maybe 2 times a month. I think we're going to work it out. We still haven't figured out the full details on it, but on Thursdays, I think I'm going to be spending the morning, maybe half the day. I haven't figured out how long yet, but I will be spending at least the morning trading with you guys on YouTube online on Thursdays now. So how long we stay online, I don't know. If you guys are fun and entertaining, maybe I'll stay longer. But Thursdays, we'll be online doing trading maybe 1 to 2 times a month. While Brandon, my partner, will run our private group. He'll take over on the private group for the days that I'll be on here. So he will be managing our private group while I come on maybe once a month, 2 times a month, or something of that nature, okay? Yeah, pin. So if that's what I've been reading. Yeah. Nope, we can't do Zoom, Annie. Only on YouTube. Or well, I mean, we could do Zoom, but we'll be on YouTube for that. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the military's spraying chemicals in the air to kill the virus. I mean, that's not surprising. We knew that China was suppressing their numbers from day one. We knew that the virus was a serious thing from day one. We knew that the quarter one of 2020 was going to be affected, quarter two. I mean, we knew all these things well before the news reports it because, again, remember, guys, the news is just there to report what everybody already knows, but they can only report it once everybody already knows so that they get no backlash, right? So the news can never be the one to actually predict something that matters because they can't be wrong, right? Somebody like me, I can be wrong all I want. So yeah, I was telling everybody that the coronavirus is some scary shit like 4 weeks ago. Everyone thought I was a crazy person. Oh, it's just the flu. Ah, yeah, sure, it's just the flu. So again, the news will always be late to everything. We're already in a recession. Just know that. We're already in a recession, okay? The economic numbers haven't been publicly posted to say that, so the news can't say that. The news can't tell you we're in a recession, because what happens if we're not actually in a recession? They'll get so much backlash for saying that we were in a recession. But I'm going to tell you right now, we're in a recession. And then in a couple of weeks' time, the news is going to report that we're in a recession. And then everyone's going to go, oh shit, we're in a recession. So they're going to be like, well, no shit, that was 4 weeks ago, Bubba. So yes, we're in a recession right now. And how do you know we're in a recession? Well, I don't know. Ask your neighbor. Is he spending as much money as he normally spends? If he's not, we're recessing. That's simple. My fiance's dad, he likes to spend a lot of money on nice dinners. Guess what? He's not spending a lot of money on nice dinners anymore. He is recessing. He is not spending. He's recessing. So anyways, we will be in a recession. It's already started. The news hasn't told you yet because the economic numbers haven't been posted yet publicly. Until they're posted yet publicly, the news is not going to be allowed to report it because if they're wrong, they get too much backlash. So the news is always going to be late 100% to the most mattered topics that matter most to your life, okay? So we are in a recession. The numbers will come out and they will post that in probably a couple weeks' time, okay? So buy gold and silver. That's all I can say. Buy gold and silver. Zombie plane coming to city near you. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let me rephrase this, right? So you're saying someone told me that Tim Sykes' strategies are in the course. Yes. Warrior trading strategies are in the course. Yes. Sean Deckmore's strategies are in the course. Yes. Ricky Gatira's strategy, it's actually not in the course because he just trades 2 tickers, so there's nothing to teach there. Pretty much everybody or anything that you could be taught about trading is in the course. But why though? How is it that I have all this information in this course? Because the information is the same. The strategy is all the same. Once you know the market and learn the market, the rules apply all the same. So everybody is really just doing the same thing. It's more or less who's better at shooting the 3-point shot, person A or person B. So it's all the same strategy, maybe a little bit different sometimes, but taught a little different, but it's all the same information. So it's not that I have Tim Sykes' information. It's not that I have Warrior Trading's information. No, it's just I have the information on how you would naturally go about trading penny stocks or the stock market, and it's in this course, just at a far cheaper price. Okay, so again, once you do this long enough, you're literally trading the exact same setups, the exact same things as all the other guys. So it's nothing new or no real new strategy. It's usually just taught a little bit differently with maybe a couple different tweaks in it, but it's all the same stuff, right? I mean, a bull flag's a bull flag. You buy here, you sell. It's the same. It's all the same wherever you go. Maybe a little different, but generally comes down to the same old meat and potatoes. Could be seasoned a little bit differently, but a potato is still a potato, and meat is still meat, okay? That's all it is, all right? No, I've never seen anything like this in my life, and nobody else has. Okay, well, I say, well, there have been people, but no, I mean, we haven't had this sort of degree for the last 100 years. The last time we even seen a stock market decline of this nature was in 1930s. The last time we seen a virus of this nature was about 100 years ago. So most people don't live 100 years. There's only really probably like 5, maybe probably like as many fingers as I have on my 2 hands are the amount of people in the world that have experienced something like this. It'd have to be about 100 years old, which we know there are a couple because of the news. So there's a couple people that are literally like 101, 102, that this is their second time experiencing something of this nature. So unless you're 100 years old, you ain't been here before. All right, guys, it's 9:04. I do want to stay. I really enjoy the time here on YouTube with you guys, answering questions and basically just dicking around on a camera. It's awesome. But I do got to get back to our private group. It's 9:04. I got to relieve Brandon. You know, he's been on there. He's been helping out. I mean, he's been answering all these questions that I'm supposed to be. So, you know, I got to go relieve him of his work, his duty. And I'll catch you guys all tomorrow morning for another stream. Stock scanners will be on here in just a second as soon as we end this one. Again, I think next Thursday will be the first day we spend live with you guys trading throughout the day. So hopefully that's fun. Hopefully have a good time doing that. With that being said, everybody take care. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you guys on the next stream.